Hi there, good evening. So here we are with our everyday live show of 5,000 word bank vocabulary. Okay, so today I thought I'll bring something specific to IELTS. Okay, so that is my specific focus, but lately I've been just dealing with English at large. So before we resume our 15 minutes drive of making our English language rich, I'll just tell you who I am. I am Vinita, a coach, a consultant, a designer on a mission to help all those who dream to work, study, or immigrate abroad. It's great to dream, but then it's still greater to work for those dreams, to implement those dreams, to make those dreams a reality. That is how all the developments that we look around are not just miracles, they were somebody's dreams once upon a time. People worked on it, and here we are enjoying technology, so much development. So we are standing on the shoulders of so many people, their hard work, their dreams, their discoveries, their explorations, their contributions. So now it's our turn. So those who are daring to dream now dare to applicate those dreams. Yes. And one important way to applicate that dream, to implement that dream, is to get your skills upgraded. The most important skill is skill of communication. And for any communication, you need a strong language. And what is the language in demand today? Well, English. Okay, it's a global language. Whether you're at school, college, you want to apply for any job, you always need to qualify some entrance exams. Even within the jobs, you always take those promotion exams. And English is inevitably a part of any test or any exam that you usually is the great gateway for you to go across or to move across or to move up, right? So English language proficiency is a must. Now, whether you are a working professional, non-working professional, student, academician, non-academician, but yes, if you are into any communication kind of thing, you need language. And English is the thing. You need to work on it. You need to make it strong. You need to make your language rich so that you can really communicate well and make your mark, send across your messages. Okay. And so here we are on a drive of 5,000 word bank challenge. And it is doable. So step by step, word by word, day by day, we can inch closer to our goal of 5,000 word banks. This is my 58th episode. So all my episodes are here on the Facebook, they are there on the LinkedIn, they are there on YouTube. LinkedIn, it was a little late, but yes, they are there. So in case you want to have that text, you want to put them to your notebook and commit them to your memory, use them, implement them, make a practice of them, then you can always reach out for my resources. So today I thought I've been doing some mm, words being used as different parts of speech. Now this can be actually an unending game, okay? But then I thought, let me break the pattern. Let's have some changes. I'll come back to it again. There's so much to do. Every topic that I pick up. So today I thought I'll be more specific. We'll pick up tasks. I'll take writing task one. It's a descriptive task for the academic IELTS. You have to describe the graphs. You have to describe a chart or something. Okay, so you have to describe a chart or something. So you need basic vocabulary to be able to express that or give that write up of 150 words with expertise, a glib, verbose language. Now, let me tell you one thing. What is that one thing that I want to bring to you? As the British Council, you will see, you can go to their site, you can go to IDP site, you can go to British Council site. It explains that you must never ever repeat the same words too often if you want a high lexical resource score. You know, there is a lexical resource score. The word bank. So if you want to go on that, you want to have a higher band of that, then you need to add on to your words. You need to have a rich vocabulary. You need to work on your vocabulary. Okay, so if you see, I will first bring to you what is the difference between rate and amount. Now you already know the difference between rate and amount because when you see a graph, line graph, it could be pie chart, it could be one of the many things that are associated with writing tasks. Okay, so I'm not going into the details of what comes into that. So I'm just talking about what all you get in, and if you have to talk about rate, if you have to talk about amount, how you can use it as an adjective or as an adverb. I'll give you examples of that, and then I'll go on to the other thing. So, what is rate? Rate refers to the speed or frequency at which something happens or is done. It is often expressed in terms of time. For example, miles per hour is a rate used to measure speed. So it is also used to indicate a fixed price for something. It could be interest rate on a loan or subscription rate. Amount, on the other hand, indicates the quantity or the total of something. Okay, it refers to the magnitude of a particular value or sum of individual units. So it is typically used when referring to a specific quantity of items, money, or substances. For instance, the amount of money in a bank account, the amount of water in a container, or the amount of sugar needed for a recipe. Fine. So when there is this rate and amount, what can you do? Okay. So we are talking about this rate and amount. So now what happens? The rate is, for example, how steep the hills are. The amount is the 1 kilometer climb. Now, how you can describe the rate in a general way using the adverbs and adjectives. So if you want to describe it in a general way, you can talk of adverb of rate. Adverb of rate would be it is steeply, rapidly, gradually, slowly. And what would be the adjectives of rate? It would be a steep rise, rapid rise, gradual rise, slow rise. So you see, you can play using them as different parts of speech, and language will show a difference. It will show a variation. For example, we have to take the adverbs of amount. So we will talk about it as dramatically, substantially, significantly, considerably, modestly, moderately, slightly, marginally. No interest. So why repeat a word? If we take them same as adjectives, so you can variegate your descriptive task. Not just use adverbs, you can use adjectives, play with it, so that you showcase you have a rich lexical capability. For example, a dramatic rise, substantial rise, significant growth, considerable amount, modest growth, moderate growth, slight growth, marginal growth. Okay. Tomorrow I'll take each category separately as an increasing one, decreasing one. If I get the time, I'll start today. Okay. So what do we mean when we write this? I will share with you now. So when I say this, yeah. So for example, now, if I say there is a decreasing quantity of something or there is an increasing quantity, how I can use it with adjectives, I will use them and show them to you. For example, for decreasing, the decreasing trend in unemployment rates is illustrated in the graph. The decreasing trend, the adverb. How will you use it as an adverb? The company's profits have been decreasing steadily over the last few quarters. So I have used decreasing word as an adjective. I have used decreasing word as an adverb. So it brings variety to my language. Let's take another synonym of decreasing. We take declining. Adjective would be the declining sales figures are evident in the graph. Adverb would be customer satisfaction has been declining gradually in recent surveys. So you see how you can make it dramatically different, which I've been doing last also. But today, because I'm restricting myself to writing class 1, I'm restricting myself to adjective and adverb because the words are there. Okay. Now, be dropping. Adjective. The dropping prices of commodities are depicted in the graph. The attendance at the event has been dropping. So you see how you can bring out the difference? Use it as an adjective, use it as an adverb. Now dropping. Next is falling. Adjective. The falling demand for traditional media is shown in the graph. The stock prices have been falling rapidly in the current market. Decreased. Adjective. The decreased production levels are reflected in the graph. The number of job openings decreased sharply last month. Okay, so today I'm taking only adverb and adjective to reinforce. I'm not going into the entire gamut of noun, a verb as different ways or different kinds. I'm restricting myself to adverb and adjective. Next is reduced, dropped, lowered, lessened. So all these synonyms are there when you are talking of a falling trend, a decreasing trend, a reducing trend, or lowering trend, or lessening trend, whatever you're talking. So how you can bring variations in your language. Now let me see, use the word lowered. What would be the adjective of lowered? The lowered profits for the last year are highlighted in the graph. The interest rates were lowered gradually by the central bank. Lessened. The lessened impact of the campaign is shown in the graph. The urgency of the situation lessened over time. Diminished. The diminished market share is illustrated in the graph. Adverb would be the resources available for the project diminished steadily over the months. So you see how we can variate it. Now, let me check the time. Okay, it's 12 minutes. So I can quickly run through one category of increased. So what would be the synonyms used with the word increased? Okay, and I take, okay, yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah. The category, we've taken the declining. Let us take the stable category. So how will you describe the category when the graph is very stable and you want to mention that, describe that, a stable situation? So you will take the sales figures remain constant throughout. Constant, consistent, steady, unchanged, stayed the same. So various ways you can talk of stable category when you are talking of graph descriptions. I will give you examples. The revenue level stayed at a consistent level from quarter to quarter. The sales figures remain constant throughout the observed period from 15 to 20. The production output remains steady over the entire year. The unemployment rate remained unchanged during the study period. Customer satisfaction levels were stable from January to December. Market share percentage stayed the same from month to month. So you see, there are so many ways you can add on to your vocabulary and then learn to use them. So you have to take care that you don't repeat the words wherever you are writing, however you are doing. So whenever you are writing your essays, your articles, your descriptives, anyway, try and vary it your language. Throw in more and more synonyms, not just synonyms. Change your syntax, change your structure of sentences. Play with the parts of speech, using at times as adverb, another time as an adjective, other time as a verb infinitive, or maybe as a collocation, as a word phrase, which I've been doing with you in the last few days. Okay, so with this, I end my show today. Yeah, I promise not to exceed 15 minutes. We will stick to the words that we have picked up. So you may collect the text. I'll be putting in the link, the source from where to collect your text, and do pay attention to it, reflect on it. Make it a part of your everyday language, even when you talk, Why should you say go on declining? You can say declining, you can say coming down, you can talk about stagnating. Use it as you talk also. So your language, not just written, even your spoken language gets richer. And anyway, language learning is a game and a wonderful game. Pay attention to it, devote all your attention to it, and yes, you'll enjoy the victories. So, with this, I end my show today. And yes, there is the link of the ebook of IELTS that I have crafted to set your context regarding IELTS, both inside and outside, your mental approach and your knowledge approach. And do click the link and make the most of it. I'll see you again tomorrow, approximately same time, same platform. More power.